York State's controversial bail laws allowed a man accused of hate crimes to absolutely walk free, despite 29-year-old Jordan Burnett's facing 42 charges for his alleged 11-day crime spree, which included vandalizing multiple synagogues in the Bronx. None were severe enough to warrant bail under state law. Here with more, New York City Councilman Joe Borelli. Joe, good morning to you.
Good morning, Steve.
People here in New York are outraged by this story because they look at what happened and they so clearly, as the banner says, we're talking about somebody involved in hate crimes. And they're going, what exactly do you have to do in New York State to get arrested and stay in jail?
Well, that's the big question, Steve. It's very easy to get caught up in this outrage when it's a hate crime targeting a synagogue, targeting a community. But we have to remember that this person's free not because of some quirk in the system or the luck of the draw or a bad judge or a bad prosecutor. This guy is free today and will be out on the streets by design. He is free because of the bail reform law put in place by Governor Andrew Cuomo and the radical Democrats who took over Albany. And unfortunately, this is the kind of thing that Democrats that are aligned with the far left will do in every municipality in every state where they control power.
Yeah. Joe, we should point out the first judge in this case actually set bail for him, which is great because, all those crimes, alleged crimes. But then a second judge came in and said, you can't really do that. Under the new laws, we got to let him go and sprang him.
Right. I mean, here you have a lone wolf judge. It's crazy to think that this is the bad guy who tried to put this person who was accused of 42 separate hate crime incidents away behind bars.
Right.
And it's just so hypocritical in general how much lip service the Democrats pay to hate crimes. They like to say they stand with the community. They like to say they're tough. But they had one opportunity. When they made this law, they chose deliberately not to have hate crimes included in this statute. So the judges have no discretion. The judges have no choice. And the reason we have judges to use that discretion doesn't exist in New York State for this.
The lead editorial this morning at the New York Post is give back New York judges power to require bail for clear threats to public safety. There's got to be some discretion on the part of the judge because, after all, they're a judge. They can figure out what's right and wrong.
Sure, exactly. It's that discretion which makes it so important. Look, I mean, we're talking about hate crimes right now, but we could be just as easily talking about violent crimes. 88% of people arrested for gun crimes in New York City were let out without bail. 55% of those people arrested who actually pulled a trigger during a crime were released without bail. We can't be surprised there's more gun crimes.
All right. Joe Borelli, he's a New York City councilman. Joe, thank you very much for joining us.